and used a popular gaming app to track her down and start an inappropriate relationship.
Beware, monsters are among us. You see this man? He was arrested because he took a 13-year-old child across state lines and told everyone this was his daughter.
What you see here is Lunar Cheesecake encouraging this 14-year-old who has already done this to further and 10-year-old brother.
In 2006, the Roblox Corporation came out with one of the most recognizable games to ever exist, Roblox, an open sandbox game where the players can do what they want from riding a bike to selling food, and was considered to be a child-friendly game. But nowadays, instead of being looked at as a game made for kids and enjoyed by millions, it is now looked at for a much more sinister reputation of being the stomping grounds for many predators that has led to real-life and has led its members to being arrested. But instead of stopping this major and dangerous issue with the game and enforcing their own TOS, Roblox has decided to silence anybody talking about it and now hands out lawsuits to respected creators in their own community and watches them like a hawk instead of doing their jobs and protecting its users. From predators and scammers running around unchecked to users posting gore and porn, there are many well-known developers that are promoting porn and not getting hit on bans because they bring in enough money to be above the rules. To well-known developers abusing the copyright system here on YouTube, there's a real concern amongst parents and its avid users that the site is not as child-friendly as it seems. And with the lack of care for the moderation of the site, where the average player is only 12 years old, the fact that the person who takes security the most serious for this site is a YouTuber who has been sued by the company before. I guess we did it, y'all. Thanks for 1,000 subs. That was my goal before the end of the year, and the fact that y'all crushed it before, you know, the middle of May, it's just wild to me. I just want to thank you all. Like, I'm gonna be working extra hard to get these videos out for you. That's why this was taking a little longer, because I'm working on new editing processes. But I hope it's at least up to, you know, y'all standard. But with that being said, thank you all for 1,000. I guess the next goal is going to be like 2K before the end of the year. So if you want to help me with that, go ahead and sub below. Roblox's history with predators is nothing new. When a website is aimed at kids, there are bound to be people that want to do harm to children for their own sick gain. From creators like Arnold Castillo, who created Sonic games that were popular on the website and was making a good amount of money from the game. He was exposed for being inappropriate towards children and telling a 12-year-old girl that he was going to her in his Discord server. He tried to play it off as it was all jokes, and he tried to shift the blame to all the victims who came out against him and then acted like he was smarter than everybody in the video. He responded to the allegations, but he wasn't even man enough to use his own voice to use a voice changer. When he was called out and reported by Roblox, they deleted his main account shortly after, but he was prepared for this and he was laughing at the response, even admitting that it wasn't even his biggest source of income and was just bragging that he pretty much got away. He also bragged that his game has since tripled his revenue since he was added as a predator to begin with. He was still receiving payments for the game even though he was targeting children. People were getting really mad at the weak response from Roblox and its mod team over this entire thing. Later on, the developer group for the game would be deleted, but because it took so much time, the ownership was transferred to a different account and he taunted everybody again with the fact he got away and that he was getting paid so much money for the whole situation. The game was still up and he was still making money even after getting figured out, and Roblox knew this. Later on, a new account would be created and then the ownership would transfer to that account. It was deleted almost immediately. It was later reinstated, promoting the same Discord that was used to target these kids in the first place. A video from PMG, or People Made Games, did a video on the dark side of Roblox where they interviewed the victims of Arnold, and she admitted that she self-harmed because of the situation. And this made people even more mad about the way that Roblox completely messed up the situation. Later on, about 2 weeks later, Sega would actually want the game taken down because of the video, and they own the Sonic franchise. That is the only reason Arnold lost that game. Later on, Arnold would actually be arrested because he paid an Uber driver to drive an underage girl from her house in Indiana to his house in New Jersey and was caught in a sting operation set up by the FBI because the parents reported her as missing. Roblox did nothing good in this situation to protect its users against somebody who was clearly playing on children. It's just crazy that he was going so far against TOS that Roblox did nothing against. Roblox TOS reads as follows. followed. Roblox has a zero tolerance policy for endangering minors, including predatory behavior, including attempting to befriend a minor in order to manipulate and exploit them, i.e. grooming, sexualizing minors in any way, engaging in sexual conversation with or soliciting sexual material from minors, sharing, requesting, or discussing child sexual exploitation material. Many people feel that this set of guidelines and rules that you're supposed to follow by doesn't affect you if you're making enough money, and that's how Roblox kind of showed it off in this way. When it comes to any social platform and video game, there are people out there who will scam others out of their in-game items, in-game currency, and even their real-life money. And that is true when it comes to Roblox. Since the game is made for children, there are much easier ways to trick them compared to tricking adults. And Roblox has a dark and interesting past when it comes to scams that target a young audience. From the basic free Roblox scams, where they just steal your information that you give them on an external website, and they do with your account what they please, to people using API scams and double trade scams to steal items and money out of your account. When it comes to API scams, they trick users into accepting trades without their knowledge by making the user go onto a different website to check to see if an item there is poisonous, which basically means that it's stolen, and if an item is stolen and caught in your account, that account can be banned. So they make you go to the external website, they send you a string of code for the item itself, and then when you put the code in and you click it, instead of it just checking if it's poisonous, which there's no way to check on Roblox, you have to check the account information to figure that out. It automatically sends a trade to them with that item. And the way that it does it is they send a trade that you don't know about. You put it in there because it has the API strand for accept trade. Boom, boom, you send the item. And then now you're sitting there blocked by that user, mostly on Discord. And now you cry yourself to sleep because you realize you just lost all your items and money. There are darker scams out there when they set up a bot to steal your security cookie information, which means that they don't need your password or the two-factor authentication to get into. They go in there, they steal all your Robux by spending it on a shirt or an item that they have for sale. And since we're on the topic of shirts, when it comes to customizing your character, the easiest way is to use shirts and other clothing items such as that. But when it comes to Roblox, there seems to be more than just MCI with this kind of stuff. There are just basic shirts out there that you can get for a couple cents a piece that have nothing wrong with them, but yet there's also more suggestive clothing for different games, which have people half naked, just bras. It's very strange for a kid game. And then there's just straight up porn pictures on shirts, which is bad. There's also shirts out there that have like BLM tags on them, and then it'll have swastikas all over them, which is even more messed up that stuff like that gets past these people. And then from other forms of fucking like expression, I would call the decals, where you can put like the decal on a wall, I believe, and there's just pictures of people getting fucked, beheaded, just all that weird stuff. And it kind of seems like nobody really gives a shit. And that's about it for now. I actually want to do another one of these videos. This is very interesting. Like, Roblox is kind of a messed up place, so I may just make another video on it soon. But it's crazy the amount of stuff that's still on this website. Like, you can see people making videos about it. You can see people bringing concern reports. It just doesn't seem that they care. Roblox is such an interesting case because there is so much fucked up shit on here. I want to dive a little bit deeper into it. So I may upload a couple more of these type of videos. There's also a video that I'm gonna do about a Roblox dev that I have issues with. Besides that, thanks for the subs, everyone. Dex out, bye.